everybody, you're watching the Christiana 321. I'm the Christiana and had a completely different video planned for today. So welcome to my series. There's absolutely nothing to do in the Midwest because that's just false. Everybody claims that there's nothing to do down here. There's events basically every weekend. So no, you're not going to go necessarily to the same place all the time. We've got a lot of bars, so if you want to go to the same hangout spot every weekend, you can. But today we are in downtown Neenah, and it is their summer block party that I didn't even know was going on until I got here today. It's $10 for admission. They've got live music from 2 until I think 10 p.m. Maybe it's 11, I forget. And then it looked like they had some food trucks and different things. It's a very small block party, but let's go check it out. I was a little wrong. Well, so it starts at 2, but we've got a bit till 2. So let's check out some of the shops in downtown Neenah. It's one of the things I really missed the most about living down here was there's a very small shopping district that's full of local owned businesses. This one is Grainworks Old and New. They sell alcohol in there, but also they make art and decor items out of the barrels. And John actually, thank you for that. There's a spicy ketchup that we get from here that John really likes. So let's check it out.
Thank you.
They actually expanded a lot since last time I was in there. Sort of. So there's that second little room that had the shirts and stuff. That used to be blocked off, and that was just where they had their barrels. But successful in getting the jalapeno ketchup, and then I've also got a couple of other little things for John. We'll see if he likes them. Sometimes he's very easy to shop for, and sometimes he's not. But I don't know if these will be birthday presents. I don't know if these will be Christmas presents, or if I'm just going to be weeking give them to him later today. No idea. Globe Coffee at the Plaza is another staple. If you watched my Getting Coffee Around Neenah video, you'll have seen it. They do monthly specials that are really good, but I already had some coffee today and I just finished lunch, and I didn't film any of that because I'm terrible at vlogging and I didn't decide to do this video at the time. Anyway, during the springtime, they also will decorate all of the different local businesses and clubs will decorate the flower tree boxes. So I'll show you some of those probably sprinkled throughout because I just see them as I pass them. Gotta hand it to this club, the Youth Go. This place is new. It used to be 22 Paper City something or other, but then they closed and sold to Layla, I guess. I haven't been since they revamped it. I only went once as 22, or when it was 22, which, might be why they didn't do so well. Oh, this is Paper City. So yeah, that one was just 22. Anyway, this apartment building was still being built when I moved to Neenah. It would have been very expensive to live there, especially with the cats. But then I could have been right next to a coffee shop, and you know me, that would have been dangerous. But also right around downtown. And then at the bottom of the buildings, they've got this juicery. So in the bottom of the building, they've got this juicery and local market for farmers market kind of thing. One of the last travel agencies in the country. This is Green's Poorhouse. It's where I ate lunch. It is definitely like one of my favorite restaurants in Wisconsin. I love it there, but now that I don't live in Neenah, I don't get to go there as much. Anyway, Red Door Mercantile. I should have filmed in there. That might be the place that I've spent the most money locally since moving to Wisconsin a few years ago. It is like full of little tchotchke kind of stuff. Random local artists, random just like cool things, and I did buy a bunch of stuff there before I went to lunch. But again, I hadn't decided to do this video yet. Local bookstore. I think that's shown up in a couple videos. This store, everything that you would need to get started with fiber arts projects. It like yarn, wool, thread, I don't know, different needles and kits. There used to be a pineapple. There used to be a little free art library right outside. It looks like it was taken down, which makes sense. The last several times that I was there, it was empty. But the idea was you can leave a little art project that you did, you know, photograph. I did one of my little needle felting tools, or not tools, but it was a whale or a monster. I don't remember which one I put in mine. And if you want art, you can take one with you. This wind is probably terrible for sound. A local bakery. It is a chain, but I believe it started here in Neenah, if not here, somewhere in the Fox cities. And it always has really good treats. I love their cinnamon rolls. So let's go inside. So a small part of the Neenah downtown is inside, and in there's a clothes store, there's a spa, there's another coffee shop, and a pizza place, and maybe some other stuff. Oh, and an ice cream shop. And if I was feeling any less full, we would absolutely be going there. One of the upstairs shops is Acre Vintage. They've got some cool stuff in there, but it's not really like a thrifting spot. It's a spot where it's very overpriced for the most part. So you wouldn't go there if you were trying to resell things. But if you wanted just vintage stuff, probably be fun. We made it to the block party. Quite literally one block.
Check one. Mine too.
So we've got one booth for margaritas and lemonade, and then they've got some beer. The firefighter people, charitable foundation.
That feels a little better.
I think they have non-alcoholic, and then one barbecue food truck.
A little more bliss. I need to take my chances, taking a chance I might find my.
It was entirely too hot out there for the amount of shade and the amount of like things to do. There was bags, cornhole, depending on where you're from, but nobody was playing, and I wouldn't play that anyway. So should we look for other things in Neenah that are cool? I have my wristband so I can go back. The next band that plays is in a couple of hours, and they're Dave Matthews tribute band, which in my head is the most common kind of tribute band if you're focused on one artist. Like there'll be 80s tribute bands or whatever, but I think if you're just going to do one artist, it's going to be Dave Matthews, right? Is that just me? Or is it the Eagles? Billy Joel? Okay, I'm just wrong. So long-time viewers of the channel, so there are two more of my favorite things about Neenah. One is all of the beautiful outdoor space near the water. This is, I don't know if this is technically part of Lake Winnebago, but it connects to Lake Winnebago, and there's a bunch of boats and kids around, so hopefully, I can't see the screen, hopefully none of the kiddos are on there. But just like places where you can sit and watch the water. I film a lot of my videos in Neenah near the water because I just love it. I love being near it. It's so pretty, it's so calming, this time of year especially. It's beautiful, it's nice outside, even though I'm definitely going to be sunburned on my face tomorrow. I'm gonna blame the concert for that, even though I was only there for 2.5 songs. Anyway, my number 3 on my list, not in any particular order, but we've got the downtown shopping district. We've got the beautiful outdoor spots on the water, but I also love the Neenah Public Library. So there's a lot of reasons to love a library. The architecture, the selection of stuff inside, but the thing that really convinced me about the Neenah Public Library is all of the events that they put on. I've gone to short story nights at a brewery that was sponsored by them. I went to a free yoga class that they held up on their second floor. They've got this wall of windows that you probably saw in one of the shots, and it's just overlooking the water, and so we did yoga up there where it was like in air conditioning, climate controlled, overlooking the water, and that was beautiful. And let's see, there was a jazz festival thing that was really cool, that John didn't appreciate it as much as me, but some local musicians were putting on, like, playing through different eras of jazz and different types of jazz and explaining it. The explanations I didn't care as much about as the educational part, I suppose, but the music was really neat. We also went to an educational night about raising yard fowl, and everything that goes into it, and that was really educational. It wasn't at the Neenah Public Library, but it was in the same system. I think it was Menasha maybe, but John learned that it was a lot more complicated than he thought. We might still do it one day, but now we'll be more prepared if we do make that decision. Events going on soon. Our bookscription bags, book club to go bags. Same. That wraps all the way around the library. Just like a little physical activity thing to do for kids or adults. Adults are allowed to play. It's fine. It wouldn't be a Neenah video without at least one shot of the Kimberly Point Lighthouse and Lake Winnebago. It's so beautiful. So that about does it for me. If you want to watch more videos about Neenah, Wisconsin, I'll put some links down in the description, or they'll pop up on the screen at the end when there's videos that pop up on the screen. But thanks for coming along, and if I do continue this series of finding things to do in Midwest towns, What would you like to see? Do you want to see just exploring the towns? Would you want to see more events, free events, paid events? Do you care? And hopefully more of them will be, hopefully any of the events will be more exciting than one food truck and 5 people watching a stage. And that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh my gosh. You guys, just, it's so pretty here.